after the fight, and we all pretty much agreed on this last week, I said in the media room, when waiting for Canelo, I'm like, Caleb Plant's going to do better than that. Caleb Plant's a better fighter. I'm not saying he's going to freaking win, but he's better than that. Mm-hmm. And everyone in media, I'm not going to name names, but everyone in media row started laughing at me. Damn. Literally laughing at me in the media room.
Welterweight podcast down there.
Who I am.
Better had a fight hype shirt on.
I'm representing good, Carson, because we know what's up. True. We know Caleb's going to do better than that, and all the big wigs are laughing. So I'm representing Porter way to fight hype good. So, but I thought that was funny that everyone thinks Billy. I'm like, he can't really do that much worse. So, anyways, I think Caleb Plant will be a better fight.
We thought your Wi-Fi couldn't get any worse. This is
you turned into a ghost for a second. You're like Patrick Swayze. R.I.P.
Coming and going.
Yeah. I think it kind of goes back to what I mentioned last week. Where like not everyone can be Lara. Like you're just not everyone's that fast, that quick, that good of footwork. Caleb, I think, is between them. I think he's better than Saunders, worse than Lara footwork wise in their primes. But yeah, Saunders just like. It was what it was. What do you think? So obviously the big talking point afterwards is, did he quit?
Oh man, yeah, forgot. Yeah, let's handle that because so the punch lands, and as soon as it lands, I don't know exactly what Canelo said after the fight, but I saw the punch, and in my mind I said it's over. But what everything that came out of my mouth was me hyping up the punch and everything like that. But in my mind, once the bell rang and he made it out of that round, I said, one or two things are going to happen. He either is not going to get off of the stool, or if he does and this round starts, it ain't going to last long. And I knew before I saw it, before they got going and then we were able to see his eye, just from seeing the way that the punch was thrown and the way when it landed, as soon as it landed, I said, that's the one.
Yeah.
And so I knew that it was going to be a wrap. So here's the thing. You got guys, we have situations in fights where our eye may go like this immediately. It may take a couple of minutes for it to really swell up and things like that. But he could not see something. If it hasn't been reported yet, something was definitely broke or shook up to the point where he knew he wouldn't be able to operate.
I believe he was actually, you said operate. I think he was getting operated on current, like today, which is
okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. I mean, like, I hate to sound so serious, but I really do. Like, boxing's war. And when we are in there, our lives are on the line. If not our lives, our eyes, our nose, kidneys, you know what I mean? Like there's parts of our bodies on the line if our life isn't genuinely worth something to be concerned for, you know what I mean? And we all know what happens or could potentially happen in the end of boxing. So in saying that to say, dude basically got shot in the eye. He was down. He could not operate anymore. And when that happens, everyone, you just clap it up for Canelo and you tell the other man to heal up. You don't move forward and saying he quit. You don't move forward and saying he was scared. You don't move forward and saying, oh, he didn't want it. He didn't want it. He didn't da. It's war. At some point, we were human. At some point that kicks in and we're like, okay, I've had enough. And so I respected it. I was expecting it. And then I did expect everyone to trip on him. And I was like, now it's just not that you can't trip on a guy because his life's on the line. If and none of us have been to war, but if the bullets start shooting and we duck down and we hide behind a tree, they're taught not to do that in war. But human instincts kick in and we go into survival mode. You know what I mean? So that was him going into survival mode. If anything, you say that Canelo was a sharpshooter. It only took one shot. He found it. And that's all he wrote.
So I have two things on that. One, the zone, you do a great job production every time. Not having the audio.
One camera, I'll be tripping on.
Well, and not having the audio in the corner.
BBC.
Yeah, but not having the audio in the corner of that was bad. Like, that's when that's when you need the audio in the corner. But so that was bad. But I think the criticism, and I understand it. He was very critical of Daniel Dubois when he took a knee in his last fight when he broke his orbital bone.
Quitters and everything. He would.
I would never quit. My pulse has to stop. Like, you got to carry me out of there. I don't care if.
Yeah, he said all this.
Then he's fighting with two fucking sockets.
And it's kind of like what I said last week, where the fighter's always the last to know.
Yeah.
And so, and him seeing that and saying, "Oh, I would never do all that," and then you come to the corner, you look up, and corner's like,
Yes,
you know what I mean? So, and I'm sure he probably didn't debate it. You've never felt that, you know what I mean? You've only seen it and felt like it's something that you can fight through, and you feeling it now. You in front of 70-something thousand, and you want to leave out of this ring with your life.
Yeah,
so,
and I do think there's a difference between taking a knee and it ending on the stool, just based kind of on semantics. You're not literally stopping in the middle of a round and saying I'm good. Either of them can be the right decision, and I think, even as somebody who doesn't really care for Billy Joe Saunders, I'm happy that he didn't go back out there for him personally, because dude, if you can't beat Canelo with two eyes, you damn sure can't beat him with one. Like, you go out there like a cyclops, and it's gonna be bad news bears for sure.
I mean, what kind of point is that? Like, you for anybody saying that he quit, you can't beat Canelo with one eye. Let's say you were somebody watching and thought the fight was close, but you thought the fight was close with two eyes.
Yeah.
Now this guy is busted up with one eye, and you think that magically something's gonna happen. He's gonna find a punch that he didn't find in the first 6 or 7 rounds. Not gonna happen. You know what I mean? So,
and it could have gone, in fairness to, it could have gone really bad. Like, Canelo has that kind of punching power, that kind of accuracy. Like, that could have been a devastating knockout for him. So.
Hey, and he was standing up in the corner. I said he about to punish he's about to punish this boy.
If I was Billy Joe Saunders, even if I was on the fence about it, when I saw him standing up, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Son.
Yeah, you see?
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, when he's pacing over there.
Doesn't know. You have to peek around your coach to see the other court. Nobody knows out there.
Yeah, that's,
you gotta peek around.
Yeah, that's not a sight you want to see when you peek around your coach and see the best pound for pound fighter pacing in his corner, like, cracking his knuckles. Like, oh yeah, you just let me back at him. But yeah, 22-foot ring didn't help him much. But shout out to him for standing his ground on that. Moral victory for the week.
Don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.